Yeah, we did it.
Hey, everybody.
That was a great transition, John.
Hey,
and
thanks.
He didn't say anything about that beforehand. He did not tell me. He didn't warn me about that.
No.
So
At the time of this recording, it is the 4th of July, Independence Day. Depends on, I guess, on who you ask. But sorry, that's the one comment I'll make.
Sure.
So hey, happy holiday weekend. However you celebrate.
If you do it all, because it's a very country specific.
Yeah, a lot of our according to Spotify analytics, we have a not insignificant number of listeners based in Vietnam.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Sorry.
So this is but hey, you know what crosses all borderlines and religious backgrounds? It's the X-Men.
The X-Men are the most, I feel, emblematic of the American experiment as it should be.
Well,
I
would say of what it is.
Well, yes, but like the concept of who the hell is this?
Nightcrawler. He's just poofing in behind you.
Yeah, no, it's freaking Keo opening the door. Anyway, just the idea of like a bunch of ragtag group of people from all different walks of life with all different skill sets and powers.
Yeah.
Coming together to go to school. That's America.
That is America. Now, unfortunately, it also comes with, if you are a little bit different, you're facing a certain level of unforeseen challenges that you weren't really anticipating. A lot of fear mongering,
Well, yes, but I was trying to focus on the happy stuff.
But hey, that doesn't mean we don't all band together and, try and lift one another up. So I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I would say it is the most emblematic of like what it is now.
Yeah.
And what it's been for a while.
Yeah.
But some incredible individuals in there,
Jean Grey,
Cyclops,
Jubilee, and the rest of them.
Yep.
And all those other ones.
Sunspot, Cable.
Okay, we shan't name them all. Maybe not Cable.
Well, yeah, Cable might be.
Maybe not Cable.
He's
complicated.
Yeah. Hey, his heart's in the right place. He's a badass with a heart of gold.
Yeah, he's fucking huge.
Yeah, he is giant.
Massive.
Anyway, hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Ringside. I'm John.
And I'm Kendra. John's been doing this thing where he's been doing power poses at me to try to intimidate me, and recently because X-Men 97 season 2 is out now. Well, 3 episodes are. So he's been doing different power poses of superheroes, Marvel superheroes. So as he's demonstrating right now, that's don't tell me. I'll get there.
Two names
Invisible
you could use.
Woman.
Yep. You could also use Sue Storm.
But that wasn't Sue. That was Invisible Woman.
Yeah.
She was in the outfit and everything, and she was serving face and others.
Charisma,
uniqueness nerve, and
talent.
Yeah. That's John's new bit that he's doing on me.
Yeah. Speaking of charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, Kendra was a little surprised, and as I feel like a lot of our listeners will be, because that's a drag race thing, right? Mm-hmm. Never watched an episode.
Which is crazy. Doesn't he seem the type?
I feel like if I watched it, I would absolutely. Yeah. It's one of those like I just never got around to it. It's just and it's a show that's still going on, so I guess I could just hop in whenever. But
I would argue there's this kind of like.
Is there like a trajectory?
Yes, it's a common. I don't watch drag race anymore. I watched the first few seasons of it, and then I watched bits and pieces through cultural osmosis. Mm. But I feel like there was this kind of feral, in a good way, energy about the first few seasons, because those ladies truly were coming from nothing, not socioeconomically, although maybe that too, but drag wasn't as big and as accepted as it is now because of RuPaul's Drag Race. Like, it was more underground. There was more like DIY. They were sewing themselves their costumes. They created their own wigs. And like, I understand that now there's like, and even then there's a market for people to do that for you. And that doesn't, I'm not trying to like invalidate their work or saying that it's like cheating to use pre-made wigs and made gowns and stuff like that. But there was just like, I don't know, it felt more like you needed to win RuPaul's Drag Race the first few seasons. Like there was more weight in you like competing and doing well and winning, because that put you like really out there. But nowadays, like with the internet and stuff, it's easier, I think, for drag performers to have a following before they even get into RuPaul's Drag Race.
That's what I was going to ask, is if it's become, because it's more of a, it's more popular now than it's ever been, really. If that was a thing that, like, I feel like it's sort of like, I can only compare it to like two things. The two things I have some sort of semblance in: acting and I guess wrestling, where it definitely helps if you have at least at the very minimum, an online presence,
right? Like
a significant online presence in order to get on the thing or be a part of the thing.
Yeah. I feel like I heard an interview from someone, I don't know who it was. It might've been Trixie Mattel. That's really the only drag performer that I've like really kept up with, since watching Drag Race, Trixie and Katya. But, yeah, they just had mentioned like, there was just like more scrappiness to it, and you really had to have like a good work ethic, and it was like grueling doing the show and doing the challenges and stuff like that. And they had all been like relatively unknown. They had like regional fame, I guess, but like relatively unknown. And then, I mean, like everyone knows Trixie Mattel now.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. And again, I'm not the authority on the drag industry, but I do think it would serve you well if you wanted to watch Drag Race to start with one of the earlier seasons, because I feel like that's going to be the most authentic. Like this is what they intended this show to be. Yeah. And then maybe after that, hit up some of the all-stars, so you can see like people that you know and are familiar with, because it's still fun, even if it doesn't have the same energy. I mean, you still have like, it's more of like a personality reality show more than like a task-driven reality show. My head.
If I was a drag performer, I think my name would be Anita Dollar.
Anita, it's Christmas. Yeah.
Hey, no TM, in case you are a drag performer whose name is Anita Dollar, which case this was purely for entertainment purposes. I'm not aware of your work, your game. Please don't come after me.
No,
I just thought it was funny.
I do like, I mean, I could listen to people pitch drag names all day. I think that's a very fun pun factory.
Litera Cola.
And it's so funny because like when John is concentrating, when like little kids who are still working on being diaper trained, like they just like not even go in a corner. They just look at you and they have this look on their face, and you're like, you're pooping your pants. Like, I can tell you're pooping your pants. When I'm talking to John and he's thinking up his next joke, he gets this glazed look in his eye, and I'm like, nothing I'm saying is registering. He's not paying attention to me. He is cooking up his next funny joke. And he's just waiting for me to finish talking. And that's the vibe I just got with that last one. He's off pooping his pants while I'm mid-sentence.
Oh shit, I'm crying. Oh,
because
fuck.
I'm right, because you can feel it.
I don't love the comparison of a baby pooping his pants.
That's the only other like your eyes are glazed over moment that I could think of.
Litera Cola is pretty funny though.
Litera Coda?
No, Litera Cola.
Liter of cola.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. That has to be one of those UK drag queens.
You never seen Super Troopers?
No.
Oh, well.
What year did that come out?
a long time ago. Super Troopers 3 is coming out like in a couple weeks.
Oh,
It was one of those cult classics, and then
I've
somehow
heard the name.
yeah, it was like highway patrol guys just being silly, goofy, crazy.
Yeah.
And one of the guys was ordering at a fast food joint and requested a liter of cola. That's all he kept saying was that he wanted a liter of cola.
I don't even know. Like, what's that in our units?
Well, you can get a 2 liter of soda at the
right
at the mini mart.
Can you get a liter of soda just on its own?
It's not at a fucking fast food restaurant. That was,
well, definitely not. No.
Bustello. Bustello is.
He waits until we're doing something auditorily important, and now he's getting power pose. That's Charles Xavier, everyone. And Bustello, you're gonna feel that in about 20-30 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
You got it.
Jesus Christ.
You got it. Oh.
All right. Anyway, after Bustello taking up 30 minutes of airtime there. Anyway, Super Troopers, yeah, part 3 is coming out. Haven't seen part 2 because it was made like 20 years after the first one.
I like this idea of like every 20 years we're going to release a sequel.
Yeah. I don't think it's been that long between each of them, but it was still been a few years since the second one came out.
Yeah.
I think they crowdsourced the second one entirely.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, and then I guess the third one just got made. I think that's how that worked. Anyway, speaking of Drag Race, we mentioned a little while ago. Let's talk a little bit about wrestling. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about WWE. Just some of the latest happenings. Starting with, actually, I was going to start with the King and Queen of the Ring. But actually, I want to talk about this latest episode of SmackDown and how, one, y'all, the Lord threw us a bone. We're back to 2 hours. We're back
God.
to 2 hours on SmackDown. And I already thought it was a better show.
I felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders.
Just not filling in the time with nothing. But yeah, I thought the latest SmackDown was pretty good as far as SmackDowns go.
Yeah. Maybe because Adam Pearce is over there running the ship and Nick,
Big Poppy
Nick Aldis
Pearce
is in prison. I think Nick Aldis went to prison for doing a cuss on TV.
He assaulted one of his employees.
Did he push him?
Yeah.
Who pushed first?
It doesn't matter. He's a supervisor.
That's true. He's in a
power
power
imbalance.
Power. Yeah, there's a power dynamic imbalance. I don't think Gunt counts as a subordinate.
Yeah, we're all Gunt subordinate.
Yeah.
Gunter, that is. When we say Gunt, we're referring to Gunter if you're a first-time listener. But anyway. But yeah, Big Poppy Pearce is running the show, calling the shots. And yeah, I thought it was a pretty solid show. I want to specifically shout out. Hey, listen, I'm not usually in the business of giving WWE praise for many things, like as a brand, as a company. I do enjoy the wrestlers and I enjoy the show most of the time. But as a company, I'm not in the business of giving them singing praises too much, right? For obvious reasons. But I will give them praise for, on the 4th of July weekend show, putting 2 Mexican luchadores on their main show and giving them a nice, full, long, really good match. Shout out to the Atlantic City crowd who knew some of the chants and for the inevitable "This is awesome" chants that we got out of the crowd as well. It was a great match.
Yes. I mean, I don't think it's any secret to those listening or to you, John. I think AAA is one of WWE's strongest products.
I think it's their strongest.
It might be their strongest product.
I think it might be their strongest.
There's no fat to be trimmed. It's concise, yet they still manage to give people good, engaging matches. There are storylines. We get people from now more than previously. We're getting people from all over the WWE roster showing up in AAA. And it's funny, yesterday we were kind of talking about how this is a great advertisement for AAA, which it is, obviously. Letting Vikingo outside of AAA, that is a crazy move. That he scares me. He's frightening, and he's very. I think he's a good caricature to show an audience that maybe has never seen AAA before. Like, it's a very
he is a heel.
Clear heel face dynamic between him and Rey Fenix.
Yeah.
But I also think maybe the inverse is true as well. And this is a way for WWE to get some AAA audience into watching SmackDown.
Yeah.
Because, again, SmackDown needs help. And, again, have people from your arguably best, most entertaining show pop up every once in a while, do a title defense. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a good idea. With the caveat that I do still think, like, the majority of those AAA storylines need to be progressed on AAA. Because that's another thing. Because AAA is on YouTube.
Yeah.
Here. It's easy to watch. I don't know how easy it is when they take matches and put them on cable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and I do think for these two guys specifically, Vikingo's had matches stateside before. He's had matches in AEW.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, like, he, you know, of all the, like, AAA talents or just, like, you know, in Lucha Libre in general, he's probably a more well-known name. Like American audiences probably, not all of them, obviously, American wrestling audiences will have likely heard of him more than they've heard of other folks, you know, on AAA or in CMLL or anything like that. So I think they were both two really great uses, like, people to just go on there. But what I really appreciated more was, like, it didn't feel like a watered down version of a match they would have on AAA. Like, it felt like I was watching a AAA match on SmackDown, which I really, really appreciate. And I also think the audience seemed to really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because we were saying, like, this show was probably filmed after Raw. Because Raw was, I mean, like, maybe not. They might have done it the opposite, you know, where they did SmackDown first and then did Raw second because Raw was live. But either way, like, if that was the one of the first things you saw, that'd be awesome. But if that was a match that happened after the Raw taping and people were still, like, getting on their feet for that match, like, that's a pretty big testament to, you know, how well they're able to energize a crowd. So I do hope that we may see more occasional AAA events stateside. I also hope we see more of those matches on, even if it's, like, non-title defenses or anything of the sort. I would just love to occasionally see, like, just pepper, the same way you're going to pepper your main roster guys and girls onto the AAA roster. I would love to see them just peppered in to the main roster shows, and we're sort of seeing that already. Like, Catalina just won the NXT Women's Championship on NXT, so I'm sure she'll be bouncing back and forth between NXT and AAA. The War Raiders are the AAA tag team champs, so I'm sure we're already seeing them bounce back and forth. If Damian Priest and R-Truth win, you know, those tag titles off of the War Raiders, I'm like, is Mexico ready for R-Truth? And is R-Truth ready for Mexico?
Well, it sounds, from the sounds of it, he's got an accent down, and he's got a little bit of Spanish under his belt. Yeah. So maybe he's been practicing. Yeah. But there was that whole Rey Mysterio said that they were working on a deal to get someone,
former world champion.
Yeah, a former world champion who's never wrestled in AAA.
I think it's Damian Priest.
I think it's Damian Priest too. We did miss the last episode of AAA.
It's true. So
was that revealed there?
Maybe. I don't know. As of this recording,
we haven't seen it. But
I feel like we would have heard about it on SmackDown, though.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. But yeah, I do like the continuing integration of not even just AAA, but, like, I feel like especially last year we saw a big NXT push into the main rosters. Yeah. Not just with, like, people being called up, but storylines intertwining between NXT and SmackDown and Raw. So I think it's just maybe a company-wide effort to try to, like, you have this huge pool of talent. Interweave them. If they don't have anything to do on their show right now, find something else for them to do on a different show. Like, take advantage.
Especially because it's so easy, and this is more of like a fans love to, or the IWC loves to be like, they're wasting this person because there's, they're not doing anything. I agree to an extent. I don't think it's, like we were just talking about last night. Where's Ilya Dragunov? I would love for Ilya Dragunov to be back on TV soon.
Put Ilya Dragunov in goddamn AAA.
But exactly. Like, if Ilya Dragunov has nothing to do on the main roster, because I get it, like, there's a lot of storylines happening. We can't just... I would rather... This is just me personally. I would rather wait to see someone when they have something to do than for them to just be given either bullshit matches that are boring, or just constantly seeing them backstage do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like I would feel more annoyed that I see them, but they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
So I'm okay. And I fully think, I don't know if WWE thinks this way, but I think that Ilya Dragunov should be more included in higher profile storylines. But that's neither here nor there. But if he's got nothing to do on SmackDown or on Raw, put that motherfucker in AAA.
He'd go crazy in AAA.
He'd go crazy. I would love put him against El Grande Americano. He's got his hands full too. But like, I would, all that to say. So I do think that they're working toward that, and I hope they continue to work toward that to try and utilize as many people all over the place as they can. Mm-hmm. I have a question for you.
Yeah, shoot, brother.
How are we feeling about Jade Cargill these days?
Listen, I'm eating crow about Jade Cargill.
I think we're both eating a little crow because we came in right before WrestleMania. I think that was during pre-per-view.
Yeah.
It's our live stream. Go check it out.
And I was like, don't care,
Yeah.
not excited, least excited for that match. And it was one of my favorite matches of the night.
Yeah.
And I thought, maybe it's just Rhea Ripley. Starting to think maybe it's not. I do think having her in a faction, which again, I was really hesitant to be optimistic about putting her in a faction and having that do anything for her. But I don't know. I think maybe it's like a confidence thing of knowing like, okay, I've got like backup, not just like in the storyline, but like as a performer, I have people to work off of and like a dynamic to fit into. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it's just simply a time thing. Yeah. Maybe it's just because she's on TV more, there's more confidence. I don't know. I'm liking what she's doing. And that's a pretty surprising change from what I felt just some months ago.
Now, I obviously I've never met Jade Cargill. I probably never will. She seems super nice. She also strikes me as someone who, if I feel like any because people are assholes online and they'll, say what they say. But I feel like constant talk or chatter, if she feels like she's not doing something well, I feel like she strikes me as a person that's so like determined and driven to like get better at this thing. Almost to like spite other people, because it would have just been easy for her to continue to just be like the powerhouse, which she definitely, she still is, obviously, but like it would have been easy to just be that, right? And it might be boring after a while, but like she could have just done that and call it a day. But no, I feel like her last several like big matches have all been really good.
Yeah.
And I think they're only going to get better. At least I hope, knock on wood. No, I think they will though. And I think now they're starting to put more trust in her. Like, okay, you put her, her original feud with Tiffany, when Tiffany Stratton, when she won the title from Tiffany, wasn't particularly a great outing for either of them.
Yeah.
We've seen much better, like so much better matches, or so many better matches from Tiffany. And it just, again, it was more of the same from Jade, right? It wasn't really much to progress her. But her matches with Rhea Ripley, her tag matches, with her faction, and her match with Tiffany for the U.S. Championship, like they're all leading up to this, feud she's gonna have with Charlotte Flair. And like, if you're gonna be in the ring with Charlotte, like, you gotta bring your fucking A game, right? And she strikes me as someone who wants to be able to keep up and keep the same pace with like whoever she's in the ring with. So
I agree, and I think it is a testament to her and her determination and her work ethic. I don't think you get this far
by just getting this far.
You can't come this far just to come this far.
That's right.
But I also think it's a testament to WWE's development programs. And like, I think she's now in similar conversations to Maxine Dupree, Raquel Rodriguez, like these people who have improved so much since they started off on screen in the main roster. So yeah, I think it makes me feel good that they're like the company and the individuals are investing like time and probably a great deal of effort into improving themselves.
Yeah.
To make it more entertaining for us and to further their characters and stuff like that. I also, on that same line, wanted to point out that during yesterday's women's tag team match, I feel like I mentioned it at the time, Chelsea Green was pulling out some new shit I've never seen her do before.
And I'm here for the Chelsea propaganda as a patriot,
as a fellow patriot and
as a U.S. Slagent. Yeah.
That was I love seeing that because like again, Chelsea is one of my favorite wrestlers ever. So I like to see like, oh my gosh, she's something I haven't seen before. It makes it all the more exciting.
Chelsea in the bank.
Chelsea in the
bank.
We did get a Money in the Bank promo yesterday. That'll be in October.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. Something to look forward to.
But yeah, I figured we'd talk a little Jade Cargill since she's been having such a time of it lately, and I'm really into it. I'm excited to see what she does next. Now, one of the big conversations happening right now, Sami Zayn. Mm-hmm. I think it's, again, hey, listen, I'm not in the business of complimenting WWE all that often, but hey, even if he is a transitional champion, the fact that in this moment in time, we have a openly Muslim, Arabic-speaking WWE champion, at the very least, it's pretty fucking cool. And I like Sami Zayn a lot. So
I love Sami Zayn, and he very much deserves it.
Yeah,
and I do agree with you. Although
it's looking like on Monday. Hey, look, I love Big Papi Pierce.
I'm not speaking that into existence. No, if
we
Sammy
have
is
to talk
champion,
about the possibility.
If Sammy's champion for a week, that's more insulting than him never being champion.
It's not unheard of, though.
I know it's not unheard of. But the screech that I will let out, the anguish that I will feel will be unheard of.
It's going to be, hey, WWE, listen to me. Triple H, Paul Levesque, you bald fuck. If you do this to Sammy, it's going to be my problem for a fucking week.
Yeah.
It's going to be my problem for a week because Kendra's going to be pissed.
I'm going to be pissed. It's going to be everyone around me's problem. My neighbors, it's going to be their problem too.
But Kendra, here's the thing. Kendra works from home. I have to go out there. I have to go into the world. So it's all going to be my problem.
Yeah.
So do the right thing.
It's just.
And if you have CM Punk return in Chicago on Monday, have him screw Cody out of the title.
Yes. Do that. That's fine.
Because I don't think, I think they can eventually end their feud or progress their feud to a title, to a championship match. But sometimes just a good old blood feud is all we need. Yeah. Haters being haters.
I agreed to this match because I hate you.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
We don't need anything more than that.
No.
I get it.
When The Rock and Stone Cold 3, their final match together, there was no championship on the line. It was just, hey, The Rock was like, hey, I've done so much in WWE. The one thing I haven't done is beat Stone Cold at WrestleMania.
So let me check that off the list.
Right. And that's all that was. And had a fantastic match. We don't we don't need any of that right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna. I think they would understand that the backlash of them doing that to Sammy would be like legitimate anger.
Yeah.
Not just like, oh man, my story didn't work out. That stinks. I'd be legitimately pissed off.
And I feel like they're dropping the Easter eggs there because Sammy keeps saying like, no matter how long I'm champion for, and I'm like, unless that's just something WWE wants us to think.
We could go, or
Yeah.
they know that we're gonna think that they want us to think that, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be true. We could go all day.
So, but I mean, I'm over the moon about it because it was a clean win. It no bullshit. The last real good guy did his last real good guy things and won the match fair and square.
Yeah.
So I like this story that they're doing with Sammy, but yeah, I'm like, could they continue the story without him having a championship? Sure, but I'm like, oh man, it's like he finally won the big one. Like,
Yeah.
I would hate for him to just lose it right away. But
And again, Cody's the best when he's yearning,
yeah,
when he doesn't have the gold and he's pissed off about it.
yeah.
Do you think maybe instead of CM Punk coming to interfere with that, do you think Johnny Gargano would finally stand up? Didn't he stand up once before recently and then like he laid back down?
Maybe.
They have to do something with him quick. It's starting to piss me off.
Yeah. I don't know. But I also feel like Cody winning the contenders match. I don't know. I'm like, this all seems too easy. So it makes me think that maybe Sammy's not going to lose because of whatever.
Something's afoot, he says.
So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm super happy for Sammy, and I hope that if CM Punk does return tomorrow, then perhaps they'll start their feud off without a title. But we'll see. I just think, man, if you're really gonna make Cody a 4-time champ in a matter of like 2 years,
yeah, I know.
We are dipping into Super Cena territory.
Yeah.
Super solid. My last question I have on the WWE front. So, Danhausen's the poster boy of Saturday night's main event over in Madison Square Garden. Shout outs to, actually, no shout outs, anti shout outs to Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. And their fucking bullshit they did over there.
Did you see I don't know if it was them announcing it, or I genuinely don't know if it was an AT&T like billboard.
Oh no, it was MSG doing that. Madison Square Garden did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it for AT&T?
No, it was because
that was their
Travis and Taylor.
Well, I know, but that was their.
Yeah.
Money truly does not buy taste.
Yeah.
That looked like shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, we could talk about that all the live long day.
And maybe we will later. No, we won't. But I am pissed about that. But over in Madison Square Garden, we will have Saturday night's main event. Danhausen is the poster boy. He helped the New York Knicks achieve a 53-year dream. 53-year long dream. Oh, God, words. I'm just so excited, passionate talking about Danhausen. And he's got a match against JD McDonough. He's been in a storyline with the Judgment Day for about a month now, I would say. And he knows that Dominic Mysterio is likely going to be at the side of JD McDonough, so he's enlisting the help of someone from New York to be sort of in his corner. And boy, oh boy, our speculations are abound. So let's talk a little bit about who this mystery person could be. I think the easiest one is Mayor Zoran Mamdani.
If we got Mayor Zoran Mamdani to be in anything related to WWE, first of all, I fear people would, even though some sitting presidents have been part of the WWE.
He's a WWE Hall of Famer.
Yikes.
He's taken a Stone Cold Stunner.
That's actually fine. But
Yeah. I needed to take another one.
I need to take it. Oh, I don't know. Might not get up from that one.
Well,
Cut that. But yeah, that would make my heart happy. But I fear that Mr. Mamdani's perhaps a bit too politically intelligent to do that, because I feel like he knows that would come off as like,
but in his heart he would want to. He would want to. What the hell are you looking at?
A lot of boxes in our neighbor's house. I wonder if they're moving soon.
So
I'm curious.
Probably not. Mayor Zoran Mamdani.
He might be there.
He might. And he'd have some seat in the nosebleeds that he paid for himself.
Yeah.
Sitting among the people as he's wont to do.
God, I hope not. I hope he's sitting amongst
He
security.
did that when he went to the Knicks game. He
sat amongst the people.
Yeah, he paid like $1,000 for. I mean, those tickets were expensive anyway, but he paid about $1,000 for just a seat, and he wasn't in like a box or anything. He was just out there.
We need to protect that man. I hope they were.
Hey, listen, New York will protect that man.
That's true.
Curtis Sliwa and his guardian angels are gonna protect that man.
God. Another possible. New York.
Make Curtis Sliwa a general manager for a night.
I think he'd kill it. I think he'd do really well.
I think they used to do that during the PG era or whatever. A few years ago, they kept doing those guest general managers, those celebrity guest general managers. I fear what he would do. He
gives me Paul Heyman vibes.
Yeah.
Whereas Paul Heyman is a character, that's just how he is every day of his life.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I was going to say, Lin just announced that one of his musicals was going to be brought to Broadway next year.
Wear my Hamilton shirt for the 4th of July.
Could be something to promote.
Yeah.
I don't know. He'll probably be there. I don't like.
He'll definitely be there.
What the fuck is he gonna do to Dominic Mysterio? Dominic Mysterio is so big and strong and muscular and powerful. I don't know if Lin-Manuel Miranda and his pianist fingers are really gonna do much. Sorry, Lin. Love you.
Damn. Listen, I didn't say all that. Okay.
Love you, Lin.
The pen is mightier than the sword, and he's
except for when you bring a pen to a sword fight, and then you get beheaded. Dominic Mysterio will behead Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Hey, okay, so one of them writes musicals, the other one is a convicted felon.
And
he's done hard time.
Hey, you can be anything these days if you're a convicted felon.
That's true. You can be president of the United States.
You do whatever you want.
My president is Chelsea Green, by the way.
And she's not a convicted felon. Now we know it.
Well, now I think the most, jokes aside, I think what's probably going to happen is we'll get, actually, you know who else would be a good one? Method Man. But no, we'll get Jalen Brunson of the New York Knicks.
Yeah, it's going to be Jalen Brunson.
I mean,
he's been there before.
I think it has to be Jalen Brunson.
It has to be. He's been there before. He owes a life debt to Danhausen.
Right. Now, do I think he's going to be doing some crazy shit? Probably not, because I think the Knicks are going to want to protect him.
I was going to say, he's pretty... Him and his limbs are probably very heavily insured.
Yeah, but I'm sure they want to ensure that they'll get another championship ring next year.
Oh, they want to go back to back? The championships every year?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. I'm in World Cup mode.
Oh, true. Hey, listen, friends, family out there. Soccer is my passion. No, I've never watched so much soccer in my life as I have this last like month.
I have.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of soccer growing up under duress against my fucking will.
It's been fun, though. It's been pretty fun, all things considered.
It's fun watching from the air conditioning.
Yeah. But I do think Jalen Brunson will probably be Danhausen's mystery partner.
Does the NBA championship come with a ring?
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to present Danhausen with a ring?
I think they should.
I think they should, too.
They gave him a jersey.
I think a jersey is like bare minimum. I think he deserves a ring.
Hashtag give Danhausen a finals ring.
And I think on like Wikipedia and in any kind of official manner, he should be listed as
one of the players.
One of the players, yeah. So like, could you imagine in like 50 years, someone's like researching for a school project this year's NBA Finals to write about it or whatever, and then they have to go on this whole tangent because this professional wrestler is listed as a team member.
I do think there's something interesting. We are making such a big deal of this, but I do think that there's something to be said, and there's probably a study that will be done one day of like the concept of mind over matter using the Danhausen curse leading the New York Knicks into an NBA Finals victory after 53 years. Just being like the power of superstition, mind over matter, of like they truly willed this into existence using this superstition as like a basis for it.
Do you think any of the players thought at all at any point about that curse?
Yeah, it was all over the fucking news. It was all over SportsCenter, I don't think they put as much stock into it. I think after it was 53 years since they won a championship. I think at least for a moment they had to have been like, I mean, they worked their fucking asses off. I'm not saying that they didn't do that. I'm just saying like,
I think if I was a player and people like actually legitimately put stock into that curse, I'd be like, but it was me though.
Correct.
How about me and my, well,
but we don't know. We don't know what they thought about it.
That's true. We don't know what they thought about it. We need to get some interviews. But in my head, I'm like, I think they're too focused on other stuff to be thinking that this curse is legitimately helping them in any way.
I do think it's at least at the very least interesting that he lifts a curse from the Knicks and they go like almost 15 games undefeated. Like, I think there is an interesting study to be done.
And I think that's why it's all over the news, because it's entertaining.
Yes. Obviously I'm not sitting here saying like, oh, the, curses are real or whatever. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like, I just think it's interesting, especially for the morale that sort of superstition can create. That's more of what I'm not saying that the actual curse was the actual reason.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I just don't. I would need to hear from them.
Right.
Like, what did you guys think about this? Did you think about it at all? They're probably like, no, I was too focused on
winning the NBA Finals, But I don't know. I just think it's interesting. It's like a placebo effect.
Yeah. If they're, and maybe Jalen Brunson, because we know that he has been involved with the WWE before. Maybe he thought about that more often than the rest of them, since he was already kind of a wrestling fan, I presume.
It's like those people who like only eat a specific food before like a big game or before a big fight or something. You're like, I can only eat chicken before I play.
Imagine having that, but all the time forever. And that's OCD.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to my OCD chat.
Anyway, let's sort of speed run these last couple things here.
Okay.
Hey, we finished watching Spider-Noir.
We did finish, because I think the last time we updated them, we had just started or we're halfway through.
We were about halfway through, I think.
Yeah, we finished it.
And hey, guys, I thought it was great.
I thought it was great too. It was like so nice. It was nice to watch something that's like so contained.
Yeah.
Like you truly did not have to watch anything else. Is it beneficial for you to have any kind of like working knowledge of like Sandman and all of these villains and stuff? Yes. And Spider-Verse. Yes. But you could just sit and watch it and you'd be fine. And we watched it in noir. We watched it black and white.
Yeah.
Which I think is the way to do it. Yeah. After seeing some clips of the colorful one, it's like crazy because a lot of the costume design and set design and lighting design
is really cool.
It's like really cool and really vibrant. I don't know. There was just something about watching it in black and white that I feel like made it like this feels like how it was intended to be consumed.
I thought it was a hell of a good time, and that I thought all the performances were really great. And I know some folks may feel how they feel about specific special effects. it didn't really bother me because I don't know. I don't know if it was a matter of, hey, we just can't afford to do X, Y, or Z, or if it was sort of made to sort of replicate what it could or would look like had this been a movie made in that time period. It didn't bug me, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't sitting there like picking it apart.
No.
As I was watching it.
Yeah. It didn't bug me, any of the like special effects, the VFX, or the design of the villains, because especially for Lonnie Lincoln in the show, I mean, they would absolutely use prosthetics. They couldn't CGI a face on him back then, you know? Like, obviously they used CGI in the show and they used VFX in the show, but like and like they would have absolutely put like some sort of textured skin to make the Sandman, like had this been a movie made in the 40s, right? Or the 50s. So that's what I mean, that it was like they sort of were kind of inspired by what it could look like back then. But maybe that's just me being a bit of an apologist for it. Working resourcefully. But it didn't bug me. I liked it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it I didn't even pick up anything about like, oh, well, this, maybe they're doing it this way because that's what they would have been beholden to at the time. My thought was just like the whole series was like needed to be more grounded.
Yeah.
It's a TV show. Firstly, like you can't assume the budget is going to be, I mean, it could be, but you going into it, I'm like, okay, this isn't like a big budget, relatively like project. It's not going to be like an Avengers level product.
Right.
It's not intended to be. It's not supposed to be. I also think part of it, I think it's supposed to be more subtle.
Yeah.
I think it was supposed to be understated because of how these people got their powers, right? It's like a science experiment gone wrong. I don't think a science experiment gone wrong in a grounded TV show should be like fully CGI characters or like anything like that. I think doing it the way that they did it with these like subtle changes, I don't know, it made sense to me in the moment. And again, I wasn't picking anything apart. We did watch a VFX breakdown because we do that all the time for everything anyway on Corridor Digital, and they mentioned that some of the special effects actually looked worse in color.
Yeah.
So that maybe also be why we didn't pick up on it as much, because we watched it in black and white. But yeah, I thought I there was nothing. It wasn't like that one shot in the Punisher series where I'm like that, or series episode where I'm like, yikes, that looked terrible, and it took me out completely.
Yeah.
Nothing like that in Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah, it was very, at times it was very funny. I mean, Nick Cage just absolutely owns this freaking show.
He had so much fun.
What's that guy from New Girl? What's his name?
Lamorne Morris.
Yes, he was also fantastic. There's a really great couple of scenes of him. This show's been out for about a month now, so minor spoilers. Yeah. There's a really great scene of him impersonating Nicolas Cage, as the Spider, and it was pretty impressive.
You can tell they spent some time together on set.
The show is really great. If you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend it. It's on Amazon Prime. And it's if you're a Spider-Man fan, you're gonna love it. If you're not a Spider-Man fan, you'll probably still enjoy it because there's a lot of references and throwbacks to, like, if you're a film fan, like a cinema fan, there's a lot of references to past movies. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry.
Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. Oh, don't Charles me.
But anyway, shit. Anyway, but that's not all in the world of Marvel. Mm-hmm. Now we switch back over to Marvel proper, the Marvel Animated Universe. X-Men 97 season 2 just premiered, and
it's good to be back.
It's good to be back.
Yeah. Just a few for you, just a couple. Who's that?
Cyclops. I just don't have the.
You gotta go like this. So I almost said Spider-Man again. X-Men 97 season 2 released with a 3-episode premiere, and boy oh boy did we leave it on a cliffhanger, that episode 3 ending. We'll talk more about it once we finish the series, I presume, but just these first 3 episodes, I'm glad to be back again. I didn't watch the original run in the 90s proper. I was too busy being a baby. But watched last season, loved last season, and yeah, I was like, last season was so
it was really fucking good.
It was joyful and funny and heartbreaking, and yeah, we go right into it. It's less of season 2, some time has gone. It's like an extension of season 1, basically. Yeah. We're right into the fucking shit.
And it's super action packed. Yeah. It's so good. It's so well animated. Mm-hmm. Again, we'll keep it spoiler free right now. I just wanted to give some general first impressions. But it's been really cool to see just how much the stakes continue to be raised, and everything they set up from season 1 is it's just right back into it. They're having so much fun with these intros, the openings of the show, which also I'm like, damn, these animators they're really earning their paychecks over there.
Yeah,
they're having to do and redo all the time, but it's been really cool, and I very much enjoyed the show. I'm excited to see what the next episode is, because holy shit.
Yeah.
I think there's 9 episodes this season. Okay. So and I think from here on out we're doing 1 episode a week. So we had a 3-episode premiere, which is pretty standard for Marvel nowadays. They'll do 2 or 3 episodes to premiere any show. It's just keeping us nice and busy until we get to Spider-Man Brand New Day. And who knows, we might see a couple mutants pop up in there. So
yeah, I like we've already been introduced to more mutants these first 3 episodes than I knew of before. So I think this is really good research before mutants come to more mutants come to the MCU proper.
Yeah, we'll see them in Doomsday.
We'll see them in Doomsday. You've already seen some of them already.
Yeah,
but I'm kind of clueless. I've technically seen most of the X-Men movies. Nothing stuck. So being able to see some of these characters in this isolated, because we're not gonna get X-Men 97 stuff. Well, maybe, but it's not going to be directly tied to the MCU stuff we're going to get, but we'll see similar characters or the same characters from a different universe, I guess. Basically what I'm saying is it's good research to figure out who the fuck are these people are, how do they connect to one another, and all that shit, especially with the X-Force stuff in season 2, seeing siblings of people.
Hey, we saw the X-Force in live action.
Okay.
In Deadpool 2.
We saw some X-Force people? Who did we see?
Well, they were in that scene where they jump out of the plane and they all fucking died except for Deadpool.
Oh.
That was X-Force.
But not the same X-Force.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Fucking Brad Pitt was one of them.
Yes. He was invisible most of the time. That was a good gag. But yeah, so seeing all them, seeing their power sets, how they're related, who's sleeping with who, whatever, before we go and see them in live action. It's good prep for me.
Well, and that about covers it. But there is something I want to talk about. Okay. And I want to keep it as this is a safe space, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to introduce a light introduction of a new segment we may or may not pick up on next week. We're running toward the end of this episode, but I want to talk about weird hangups, right? And what I mean by this is what is something, and maybe that's not even the right term for it, but it's the only one that comes to my mind. It's what's something that either bugs you, bothers you, or just something you have strong opinions about that it probably doesn't warrant it, and it might not mean anything to anyone else, and you acknowledge to yourself that this isn't really that big a deal. But for some reason, it just gets you in a specific way. You ever have a feeling about anything like that?
That's most of my feelings, actually.
So over the past, like, I want to say like 2 months, this is something I've really started to like notice on social media. So again, I hate to constantly talk about it. For if you're new to this podcast and new to us, you know, I am an actor and I am a performer, and so, you know, I try to like, but because I do that like professionally, and you know, and I work in that field, I don't really go actively searching for that content, just because I'm in it all the time. I like to look for other things, other interests, right, on social media. But part of what I talk about here is also like movies and TV and theater. So like, you know, I say I try to escape it, but I really don't, right? So naturally on like various algorithms and feeds, I'll get fed content from movies and other, you know, other things like that, right? But something I've seen a lot recently is people will post about like actors and actors, sort of methods, not method act. Well, they kind of are alluding to method acting, but I'll give you an example. They'll reference something like, you know, to prepare for the Dark Knight, Heath Ledger stood in a hotel room by himself for a month, which is true. And so in this scene, he wasn't really acting. That was just him showing raw emotion. And I don't know why. And I've seen a ton of posts like these about various different performers in various different movies. And for some reason, it just bugs me because I'm like, it makes me feel pretentious. That's part of why it bugs me, because I'm like, we're talking about it, but we don't really know about it. And I don't know. And so that's the part where it's like, I think it's a weird hang up on my end, because I'm like, it's just people talking about something they enjoy and something they find interesting. Mm-hmm. But when it's like, I think it, for me, where it goes is a bigger conversation of like the obsession people have with, how do I say this? The obsession people have with trying to like make something like, oh, this is just a normal person doing this thing, and taking all of their experience and their training and their what have you out of it. And I'm like, yes, they're improvising, or they're making a choice on the spot while they're filming something. But like, and even if it's on the spot, it's not that they're, I don't know. I'm like, it feels like such a incomplete conversation. And for some reason, my brain, every time I see one of those posts, I'm just like, there are so many things we're not considering when leading up to this post. And again, I want to really reiterate, it's not that big a deal. And honestly, I know that it makes me sound and look like, okay, fucking actor boy over here, you sure you know whatever about it? It's not. I don't know why. It just bothers me that I'm like, I feel like we're reducing the work that went into that role or that moment or that movie by just saying, oh, this actor just improvised this and it was the best cinematic choice ever. Like, there's also the way they talk about movies is kind of crazy nowadays.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's a weird hang up of mine that I've just been thinking about for a long time.
No, it kind of makes sense, because you're someone who has dedicated a lot of time, money, effort into your craft and now your profession. That for someone to be like, and then he just made it all up.
Yeah.
Like, and also, again, I'm a big appreciator of comedy, sketch comedy, improv comedy. And I've taken an improv class before.
It's fucking hard.
In middle school. To your brain making like connections so quickly, and to have to also on top of that make like a choice that's funny, makes sense in the moment, and progresses this story that you're making up as you go.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of training and it's hard. and you have to kind of like let go of ego. It's difficult. And for people who've never done it before, to just be like, oh, he just walked up and he did it, and he didn't even have to act.
Right. I'm like,
I can understand why that'd be frustrating.
And because where I'm coming from is I'm like, well, they're still acting. Obviously, if I'm working with a student and I'm like, yes, we're going for a more natural, we want to replicate real life, right? But like, yeah, it's just like, you do have those people who maybe have never had training, but they're phenomenal actors or phenomenal singers. It's not to say that they can't do that. But I just feel like it in a weird way, I don't know why my brain goes here. I'm like, I feel like it's a lot of people trying to make themselves feel better about like, maybe I could do that too. I had a relative who will remain nameless, who, as I was on my, I was in school and I was on my journey of like, learning to be an actor and, being a performer. They also expressed interest in it, but they expressed interest in wanting to be an actor, but they were like, yeah, but I don't want to like do plays. I don't want to like have to sing or any shit like that. I was like, well, you don't have to do that. And they're like, no, I just want to do like cool movies. And like, so what do you mean? And I feel like there's like a notion of that. And I'm like, obviously acting can be one of the easiest jobs to get into. Anyone can do it. Anyone can get behind, in front of a camera and just start, saying lines off a page.
But if you've ever seen a bad movie, you know that not everyone should.
Exactly.
Or can do it successfully.
Right.
I certainly can't. That's why when I was in high school, I was behind the scenes, brother. I was behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Don't put me up there. I will get stage fright. When you have, maybe this is something that's a weird hang up to me in a similar vein. Those people who, and it's mostly like at this point, like TikTok sketches or like people faking shit on TikTok. And this is going to be so specific. See, yours is better than mine. But when people people are acting and they turn their head and you just see their eyes, again, glaze over, they're not like connecting with the people around them or whatever atmosphere they're supposed to be in. And it takes you out and you're like, you're bad at this. You're a bad actor.
Yeah.
I see that all the time. And I'm like, there's just this. And that's what I would do when I was in school. Because I still had to take like drama classes and stuff. But I just like seeing myself in the very rare occasions where I was acting and someone was recording it. I'm like, oof, she's bad at that. And I could have gotten better if I had, but I was just so scared that I'm not going to take classes for that. No, that dream's just, she's dead.
Fair enough.
But
yeah. I think that's a great weird hang up to have, because that's, again, very specific, and it may not bug a lot of other people, may not even notice that.
Like, please tell me someone else also, like, you can see it in someone's eyes when, like, I think what it is, it's a lack of reacting. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just like this dead, like, stare. I need to say my next line, and there's nothing here. I'm like you when you were preparing for that joke and your eyes went dead. It's like they're thinking about, okay, what's my next line on the page, and it's just like dead.
Yeah.
I have a lot of weird hangups about stuff. Again, that might also be some certain diagnosis, but no, that one is very annoying, especially when I'm like, I see, and again, it's like usually TikTok influencers. And these videos have crazy views. Yeah. And the people in the comments are like, oh my God, that's so crazy that happened. And I'm like, this is fake. Right. You guys can't tell that this is fake. This is fake.
Right.
Do you care anymore? I don't know. Their eyes they're dead.
Well, I mean, that also goes to like that opens up a whole can of worms of like how I assume many of these people are younger than you or I.
I don't know.
And how many of those people do behave in the very real world. And it's also annoying because we start to see those same behaviors shown online.
Yeah.
being misconstrued for like how I need to behave in real life.
And I will give them the benefit of the doubt, though, because when I was a kid, I thought TV shows were how I was supposed to be every day. So like I would watch all of these like this like teen tween content, and then I'd go out into the world and be like, okay, they showed me that I need to be like this, which was like funny, loud, annoying, a little bit self-obsessed in like the I'm the main character of this story, you're all like support. Like that's who I was as a kid. So annoying.
I'm gonna steal your example a little bit because the first thing that comes to my mind is like a Hannah Montana, right? Yeah. And I feel like people really want to like feel like they're living in an episode of Hannah Montana where it's like someone is just like a regular kid that goes to school and like has the same problems, but they're like moonlighting as like this big, you know, incredible artist.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, I get like it's just such a weird thing to like want to feel like you're living in, like, but like you mentioned, and like, you know, the reality is like, so maybe not all of them, but so many of the people you see doing all of these incredible movies, like Willem Dafoe, yeah, I know he's a series of memes nowadays, but that's like an actor.
Yeah.
Tom Holland, fucking Spider-Man, like he was in Billy Elliot, you know, he's been a dancer for years before he ever was on a movie set, you know? So like there's like a lot of I mean there's so many examples we can use, right? But like there's so I don't know. And again, it's a weird hang up for both of us, but that's what this segment's about. It's about to reserving judgment for how deep we think about these little minute things.
Yeah. And we could for sure go deeper. I know we're running out of time, but I think there's also like an element of like that you thinking like, oh, if I just like tried to sing once or twice, maybe I'll get a record deal or something.
Right.
Sometimes that line of thinking is the product of like, I have no resources around me. I have no way to get out of my situation. I just have to hope that I have like some inane talent somewhere that I could just rely on.
Right.
That's my only way of ever like being well off financially or surrounding myself with like a chosen family who loves me and supports me. Like I feel like there's also a lot of, we could go even deeper into the mindset.
Right. Because even that is a thing, but it, you know, again, that takes a whole other level of commitment to like perfect your own craft. But that again, before we spend another hour talking about anything, hey, if you guys like that segment, please let us know what your weird hangups are. That way we can maybe talk about some of those, because I think this could be a fun little segment we revisit from time to time.
Yeah, we have to keep it very like, let's keep them light. They can't be like, my weird hang up is racism. Okay.
That's not a weird hang up.
That's
if
just
that's
like
a weird hang up,
it has to be weird hang up, not serious issue.
My boyfriend's racist but I love him.
What do I do? Girl,
leave.
Your weird hang up has to be when I see people turn their heads on TikTok
right.
and I can see that they're not engaging with their environment. It pisses me off.
That's about how all, you know, your weird hang-up could be how all sunblock smells like coconut, you know?
You know what? Yes, because yes, and then coconut tastes like sunscreen.
Yeah.
And another weird hang-up I have, I don't know what the trend is on TikTok. You know how people have like that influencer voice? Mm-hmm. This is separate to that. It's people who hit their consonants really hard when they're talking in the mic. And I'm like, oh my God. There's this one girl and she talks and her lips, like her mouth, every time she talks, like I hear her lips coming together. And I'm like, oh my God. Like the way people speak, and it's not like accent. It's not like speech impediment. It's not that. It's just like the way that you're choosing to form your words with your mouth and your lips and your teeth and the muscles. Mm-hmm. It's bad, and you got to change it. And you can change it. You have the power.
So we have plenty of things we can talk about. So I do think we're going to revisit this at another point in time. But in the meantime, please let us know what your weird hangups are. All right, well, I think that about does it. Thank you
Yeah.
all so much for listening to this very patriotic edition of Ringside. If you're not already, please follow us on all various social medias. That way you can keep up to date with all the wonderful things we've got going on. Be sure you are also following us specifically on TikTok and Twitch. That way you can keep up to date with our WWE-centric live stream pre-per-view, where we talk up and down the card of all the upcoming premium live events, make predictions, and engage with you all in the chat. You can listen to this episode and all episodes of Ringside on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast from, as well as our second podcast,
Perez in the Parks, where we talk about theme park news and our reaction to it. We have all of our episodes are on YouTube if you want to go back and listen to those. And we'll have more soon.
Yeah.
If you did notice, my patriotic shirt has Mickeys on them.
And my patriotic shirt has a silhouette of Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Well, or Alexander Hamilton.
And you know what?
Had a affair. Alexander Hamilton.
Hamilton.
We might have to, maybe we'll listen to Hamilton in the car.
Bum ba 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 bum bum bum.
Ah,
Do
yeah.
do 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 do.
Oh, a little remix.
All right, y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Bye. Peace.